Guys, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be making a face lock recognition. So we're going to add a new project, name it face lock, and it's going to be recognizing images. Then you're going to go ahead to training. We're going to create two buckets, which is going to be granted and denied. If you're not comfortable with showing your face or someone else's face, you can just use your your toy that has a face. Now after you're done, you can click on back to project and learn and test. Once the model is learned, once the model is learned already, you can always test it with your webcam. If you're not, happy with the results, you can go back to train and give it some more. Then we're going to go ahead to make and click on scratch tree. We're going to click on open in scratch tree. We're gonna click on project templates, go in the images project and scroll down till we find face lock. And yes, we have our face lock. So now if you go in costumes of the backdrop, you see that there's scanning, denied and locked. And there's also the normal phone. So what we're gonna do, we're going to write a code, but first of all, we're gonna go ahead and write the code. So we're gonna do when green flag is going to be clicked. We are gonna broadcast scanning. As you can see, we're gonna create a new message which is going to be scanning. Now what we're gonna do, we're going to use an if then block. So if recognize the costume image as granted, then we're gonna broadcast granted, else we're gonna broadcast denied. So we're gonna do an if then block. If then go in face lock and go in face lock. First of all, we're going to add an operator which is going to be an equal to. So equal to, we're going to put it inside. If recognize the costume image. Now we're going to go in images and add costume image as granted. Then what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead in events and broadcast granted. Then we're going to add an if then blocks, if then else. We're going to get all the code equal to here. Remove that one and add a new one. Then again we're gonna go ahead and broadcast denied. So we're gonna add a new message which is going to be denied. Now what we're gonna do, we're also gonna go ahead and click on the costume tab and add a new costume from Canva. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead in Scratch and get costumes, and we're gonna get it from Canva. So add one photo of granted and one photo of denied. I'm gonna add photo. This is gonna be of denied. Let me just retake the photo. I'm gonna make it in the center, and yes, now I'm gonna save it. Now this costume, I'm gonna rename it so I don't get confused. So I'm gonna rename it to denied. I'm gonna add another costume which is going to be granted. Yes, and as you can see, this is granted. I'm also gonna rename it to granted. Now what we're gonna do, we are also gonna add a new code script. So now we're gonna add a new code. So when I receive scanning, we're gonna switch backdrop to scanning. How we're gonna do that? So we're gonna go ahead in backdrops. When I receive scanning, so we're gonna switch the backdrop to scanning. And same we're gonna do ahead and duplicate it again. When I receive denied, switch costume to denied. When I receive granted, we're gonna switch costume to granted. Now it's time to test, so we're gonna click on the green flag to test it out. So it's scanning and it's granted. If I go in front camera and get this one, which is my denied costume, it is going to say granted because they look similar. So I'm gonna go ahead and cross that out and get an other toy. I'm gonna click on camera and I'm gonna take the photo. I'm gonna rename this to denied 2 and let's see if it works. As you can see, it's granted, of course. If I go ahead to this, it's also granted. I'm gonna take a photo of one more, which is gonna be denied. I'm gonna retake photo to a more clear one. And I'm gonna save it out. Now let's test this one, and as you can see, it's also granted. Now what the problem here is that I didn't give it enough examples. But once you will try it out, if you have given enough examples, it's gonna tell you the difference between granted and denied as well. There's scanning, there's denied, and there is granted as well. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you liked it, then don't forget to subscribe and share with your family and friends. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.